Hi, I'm Grey Tiger, and welcome back to another episode of Lokhir Fellheart's Immortal Empires campaign, the Krakenlord Cometh. This is episode 13, and that's unlucky for some, but hopefully not for Lokhir. In the previous episode, we took one of the northern province's settlements, we sacked it, and we plan to abandon it on this turn. And we're going to move further north, and hopefully this turn take another settlement and do the same over again. We have been interrupted in the end turn by Village the Curseling, who spotted us, and he would like a non-aggression pact. I think that's a great idea. I have no intention of crossing into the Red Wastes, and if we can have an ally in the area, that will indeed prove useful, as the whole of Cathay has united against us. Now, Admiral Miles was also harassed by a Cathayan fleet, and he did manage to get away briefly. Whether he can escape the fleet completely, we shall see in this episode. Okay, so we have one of our settlements has been besieged. So Jianxi on the Celestial Lake has been besieged by... I was about to say I thought it was Nakai, but no, we have two armies of the western provinces have just popped up out of nowhere. I think we might be saying goodbye to Jianxi. I don't see how we're going to be able to hold on to that province now that we are being attacked by two western province armies. And it's hard to tell exactly what they have. It's surprising considering they're laying siege to us. Oh, and they're being led by their leader. Okay. Oh, obviously he's a leader by Xiao Ming, the Iron Dragon. How big is our garrison? 16. Okay. Well, what they will do is will lay siege to us, just causing attrition. If we try and sally forth, what's going to happen? We're going to suffer a close defeat. Okay, if we make them come into our settlement, how many men will be left alive? It's a good question. I don't have the answer to. Alright. Let's bring this hero up here. Oh, hang on. We have a target. Let's assassinate Yin Yang. We've got a 54% chance. So can the assassin manage it? Yes, Yin Yang has been destroyed. Destroyed. What a stupid phrase. Yin Yang has been killed. Let's keep it simple. So Yin Yang is no more. So let's move. So we've got a choice. Do we come down to help out Jianxi, fighting against two of these armies? Or do we destroy Jade Winter Mountain? Maybe we need to accept the fact that we're going to lose Jianxi and possibly Qi Ma, and we're going to have to consolidate our provinces in the north and deal with the threat here before we can move south again. So I think we will consign ourselves to abandoning this region for the time being. Which means that Lokhir is going to move against the Jade Wind Mountain and see what we're up against. This will be a much easier victory for him. As a matter of fact, I think we can just auto resolve. And we took very few casualties. Okay, so we're going to go for the same move. We're going to sack.
Nothing but a shell.
And then we are going to move in and occupy.
I shall take it.
Okay, and then, like into this one, we're going to abandon. So, which means that they will be forced to expend troops and money in order to get that settlement back. Who knows, maybe Nakai, who is now neutral with us, will pick up these settlements which we're just abandoning and leaving behind. Because we don't need all of them, we just need a set number. For our victory conditions, which are what again? Seeming out of sight at the moment. So we need Shanxi, which we're soon to lose, unfortunately. We need the Bridge of Heaven, which is down here. Liju, which is down there. We need a few things which are down there, but we don't need these provinces up here. Okay, and 15 of 30. Okay, so we're halfway there, and we're probably going to get a lot more of those pretty soon. I'm unsure whether we want to try and go out and fight this. I'm still trying to figure that one out. Alright, let's head north. We have Hai Chai, and we can upgrade again. But what do we get for that upgrade? Reaper Bolt Throwers, Black Ark Corsairs, Sisters of Slaughter, and more Black Ark Corsairs. I'm not going to do that upgrade. What we are going to do instead is recruit a hero, because we can get access to a master. So, leadership aura size, perceptive, or weapon master. Let's go for the perceptive.
Master of Nagaroth.
Alright, now I don't know whether he's going to be worth his weight in gold. So he took us from positive 131 to negative 169. So when we get the opportunity to give him some skills, will our income go up because of that? Oh, hang on, we have Admiral Miles here. He needs to find a way to get away from this psychopathic Cathayan who's trying to chase him down. So might be a merry run around the sea happening very soon. Now that we've taken this settlement, I don't know if we want to keep this too close. So we might try and move it away, still keep it in range of Shanxi, but a little bit further afield, and thus a little bit safer. There we go, I think that's okay. I think it might be worth trying to sally forth and do some damage. I mean, we are facing two armies. Oh, we can see them all now. Okay.
Lord of the Black Court.
I mean, it did say, what was it? A close defeat? A close defeat. If we let the AI take these guys, what happens? Still close defeat. So we'd all come out as one. Their reinforcements would take a minute 14 to arrive. We'd never destroy them in that time. Their range is 160. And there's 90, 140. I guess they got a range of 160. Well, we have a range of 125. How many have we got? 3, 6. And we've got some shades as well. So we've got 6, 8, 11. 11 ranged units. So if we could concentrate that fire. Yeah, we'd have to be concentrating that fire on their front lines, so I don't know. I think we actually might be better off staying inside. If we outranged them, I think it might have been worth going out and fighting. But because we are outranged by them, I think we'll hold off. Now, we're probably going to see a damage building. We're probably going to see a large impact to our income when we lose that settlement, unfortunately. This is Lokhir. Okay. Don't think I want to about the discipline right now. We're going to go for another one rank there. And then we'll start moving our way down the red line relatively soon. Okay, so we took the Jadewind Mountains, and the question would be... Oh. Jiju. Miao Ying is attacking the settlement. We have no chance against Miao Ying there, but now we know where Miao Ying is. She did take some casualties there. So, as I was pondering... Oh, she's not attacking this... She's staying outside it. Okay, interesting. So, as I was saying, where should we go next with Fellheart? But maybe heading for Miao Ying is the thing to do. So we can get our assassin, get him back up this direction here, and then hopefully keep eyes on Miao Ying so that she cannot surprise us with an ambush. Falling to an ambush would be terrible
The Krakenlord
happenstance
cometh.
at the moment.
Your obedience is required.
My obedience? Oh, no, sorry. You were telling him. Okay. Trade. Okay, let's trade with these Norsemen up the top. Norskens. Settlement sacked. Yes, we know that. We saw it happen in real time. Okay, let's bring our assassin. Can we bring our assassin down? We can indeed. Alright, so we're going to bring our assassin down. We're going to bring Lokhir out of here.
Very well.
And we're going to put Lokhir into an ambush stance.
Ready for ambush.
So at least then,
Fleet of
maybe,
foot.
just maybe, we'll be the one ambushing her. When we do decide to move again, we can move down that way, or we can move around that way. She can't reach us this turn, I don't believe.
You are nothing.
So our assassin will probably get there first, and our assassin might be able to do something to her. Nothing too nasty, of course. Let's abandon the settlement. Okay, alright. How is our capital going? Yeah, it's growing. I do believe that's all we can do this turn. We have Lord not moved.
Feared by all.
Okay, so Admiral Tiberius now has what to do.
Double time.
Let's try and bring him up so he can cover
Plotting a
Lokhir
course.
as much as possible. I don't know if we want to be getting an army on his boat because we've got those Cathayans out there we're going to have to deal with. So next turn we'll switch stance and try and recruit some. Although anything we recruit, we're going to push ourselves way over our budget.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
Yeah. We need to clear out these northern province goons from our settlements, or from our region.
I have
Hero has
much
not
to
moved.
show.
Oh, the hero isn't going to do much except join this army, because he's
This is real military
been
might.
assigned to this area. We have another lord that has
I
not moved.
admire your darkness.
Okay, I don't see where their boat went. That's interesting. Where'd they go? Are they hiding up here? But surely we'd have vision on them if they were up there. I don't know. I do not know. Now, here's something to contemplate. If you have two black arcs covering an area, do you get twice as many bombardments and spells? That will be interesting to find out. If that were the case, surely it doesn't double up. I mean, because if that were the case, you could just have a heap of black arcs parked off the coast in certain areas and just pelt the enemy with magic. I mean, granted, you're not going to reach that far inland. Oh, excuse me. But for coastal settlements, which we have a few of here, it would certainly work. Assuming, of course, that it doubles up. Okay, so they have that army that has mysteriously disappeared. Alchemist, the Phlox. An Azura mage has been captured in a recent raid. Your lord desperately wants to make them their personal slave. However, this mage has a gift for prophecy, so it might be beneficial to claim him as your own. He is mine, loyalty -3. Or you can have him, we get more cash, more loyalty, and experience for Phlox. We shall do that one. Make Phlox happy. Phlox is in command of our capital. We don't want Phlox revolting.
Blood of
That's
the
the last thing we
Fellheart.
want Phlox doing at the moment. Let's see. Let's go with the control for the province.
Hail Dreadlord!
Okay, so we are losing 592 per turn.
Attend me.
Alright, I do not have eyes on Miao. Alright, which is of course a concern. So let's move our assassin. See if we can find her.
The trees hide prey.
If we can. Alright, there she is. She's moved up there. So we have eyes on her now. So we want to see if we can kind of cut her off.
Show me the compass.
Alright, so we should be hidden. She should have no idea we're there. She has no scouts in the area. The only person with a scout is us with our assassin. And we're going to try and keep him as close to her army as possible. We want to try and keep eyes on her the entire time.
What now?
Alright, so we wanted to change the stance of him. And we'll bring him up to near Bai Chai. Or Bai Chai, sorry. Still don't have eyes on that second army of hers. I think she might be going after Rulek Voidspawn. It would make sense, because she can see him. Oh, one of those armies has moved off. That's interesting. I wonder if that changes things in our favor here. Close defeat. Okay, so still close defeat. But it's against one army rather than two. However, of course, it's the one with Xiaoming. If Xiaoming had moved off, then it might have been something we could have handled.
Disengaging.
Yes, we're disengaging. Alright. Let's have a look then. What can we do up here? Do we want to repair one of these damaged buildings? Which has really been... yeah, we want to try and get this province back up on its feet. If we can. Income generated and then slaves or growth. I think we're okay to go the slaves. We need that income. What can we do with these? So we can go control plus 20, 1,000 treasury and 2 control, growth plus 50 for 5 turns. Construction cost reduced for all buildings. It'll cost us 200 slaves. Let's undo these. It's going to be a little bit cheaper if we do this first. Alright. So we've got that active. So this should be now cheaper to build. Indeed. And cheaper to repair. Oh, excellent. Cool. So that counts for repairs too. And then this will also be cheaper to construct. Lord not moved.
Dreadlord of Nagara.
Okay, I think we do want to get Admiral Miles up here. If I can find
Anchors away.
where that Cathayan fleet went, even if Admiral Miles then does suffer, suffer an attack, it would be nice to know. Okay, alright, so on to the end turn. So we're going to see, or we want to see, what happens with Miao Ying. So she's disappeared. Oh, hello. Xiaoming is attacking. Alright, so valiant defeat. We might have a chance of defending this. It's a larger settlement, so it should be defensible if we have enough resources. Oh, we've got 4,000 for our siege defense. Just load up the preview here so we can get some idea of what we're dealing with. Alright, so he's got some ranged. He doesn't have a cannon, which is good. If we can take out that flyer unit quickly, that would be good. Alright, so we're in a huge settlement. We're not going to be able to defend all of that from the walls. We will maybe start at the walls, have some units up on the walls, but we're going to have to draw back, I think. So if we do a 2-layered defense, so we'll have at the walls first, and then we'll pull back to this area and try and maybe defend that, and we'll have a contingent back wherever the main flag is. So let's save it off. And let's enter this battle. Okay, so here we are on the battle map, and they are attacking, it seems, from 3 sides. Alright, so what we will do is try and find where our main victory location plaza is. Okay, it's where? Up here. Is that right? There we go, yep. So we do want to have somebody here, in case they get in and, you know, we need to have somebody here to hold this point. Until reinforcements arrive, assuming that we get the opportunity to get reinforcements in there. So if we use these guys to defend that area. Okay, so we've got 3 points to defend. So let's look at what they're sending at each point. So from the west, they are sending 2 units of archers, 4 units of Jade Warriors, and their flying unit. So because they have the flying unit here, I think we shall amass some additional shades on this wall to try and take out that flying unit quickly. If we look at what they're sending from the center here, so from the south. So sorry, that was the east we were looking at. Was it previously? Sorry. Yeah, sorry, that was the east we were looking at. So we're now looking at the south. They are sending... Alright, so they've got 3 towers, each with Jade Warriors. And they are backed up by Iron Hail Gunners, some more Jade Warriors, and some Crossbowmen and Jiaming. Okay, so our Lord is not going to stand much of a chance, really, against Jiaming in battle. But if we have the magician there, the sorceress, then she might be able to help out. She doesn't really have any spells, so hopefully she has something that can help. Alright, so for final assault from the west, this is indeed the west now, they are sending Jade Warriors, followed by Jade Warriors, and then we've got Iron Hail Gunners and Archers. Okay, so 3 lots of range, 3 lots of infantry there. Alright, now we need to kind of take all of our units, dump them in one place. So we should have, I think there's a flag here, is that correct? Yeah, that is one of the control points. I think it's this one. So as long as we hold this, we have melee defense plus 15% and plus leadership. Okay, so we need to hold that if we can. So let's grab all of our spearmen and just dump them here for the moment. Let's plonk all of our shades together. So the shades, I think we will use moving as a contingent that move around between places as we need them. So they won't be fixed to defending any key area. Let's grab Dread Spears. Actually, we don't want to group these guys. So we've got Dread Spears, and then we've got all of these. Let's pull these up here. Let's just dump them here for the moment. We've got some cavalry. We've got all the Dread Spears here, and then we need these guys here too. And these guys. Alright, so now we're going to sort out our defenses. So as we mentioned, we want to see if we can take out their flying unit here. And to that end, we're going to want the Shades extra firepower to do so. So if we place maybe a unit here and a unit here, so we've got these towers activated, then we'll back them up with 2 units of Dread Spears, like so. So if that's one contingent, and they will be backed up by the Shades. Okay, so that's one contingent, and they're backed up by Shades. Our second contingent, which will deal with the threat coming from the west, let's see, we shall pretty much do the same. We will have units on the walls, although let's see, they're going to be coming in towers. I don't know how effective these will be against those towers. We want to hold, of course, the door, but because they've got more melee coming from this direction, should we also assign the bleak swords? Maybe the bleak swords can come in and give them a hand. I don't know, perhaps the bleak sword should be a little bit further back. We wanted to use towers here, which means we need to defend this point, because it's got, I think, 2 towers attached to it, or was it 1? Yeah, we want to defend this point, so let's have the bleak swords up here on this point. Maybe here. We'll start positioning our towers soon. Alright, so let's group them.
Dark Elves.
And the bleak swords as well. Okay, no, I can't. Oh, I'll have to do that. That should give us everybody. Okay, cool. Alright, so everybody that's left. I guess we'll be concentrating on this here. So there are no towers, which means that this is going to be harder to defend. So because of the lack of towers, we might just let that fall. Because they have to come through this path and they cannot get off until this point, which is one of the points that we really need to hold. So we'll get our dread spears, and we're just going to have to, I suppose, do everything we can to hold this point. So we'll put these guys on point. We'll use our cavalry to get hopefully some charges off. We'll have our Dreadlord, we'll have our Sorceress, and we'll have our ranged units as well. So just to get them back behind, I suppose, or maybe we'll have them just to the side, like so. And if we get our Lord just in front of them, then it'll probably be a bit better. He can defend them, I think, from the assault. Alright, so now we have the task of placing some towers. Let's see. It's kind of hard to tell where they all are. There we go. That's a bit of a better view. Alright, so there are no towers that we can place along here. We have a wall there. It's not really going to help because that flag is there. If the flag was in here, then that wall might prove useful. But where it is, it's just pointless. So let's go for the tower. Now, we've got 4,000 to spend. Is that right? Yes, 4,000 to spend. I think we'll go for just a piercing tower out here. I think, is that the only tower we can do? No, we can do 2 towers here. Okay. So 2 piercing towers firing down on here could indeed prove helpful. Do we have any towers we can place out here? No, we don't. Okay, that's not useful. That's, in fact, annoying. Let's place another tower here, and we may as well place another one here, so as they try to take this point, they're at least going to be shot at. And we'll probably be falling back to defend this point, I would imagine. Alright, so they're probably going to turn and come up here, which means we want to, at the very least, slow them down, but then they may go all the way up there. So you've got to wonder, what's the best spot? If we have a tower here, and we set that barricade up, and a tower there, so we're down to 500. Alright, so we've quickly run out of budget on our towers. We can't have a tower at the central one. Oh, we can. Here we go. Alright, so we're kind of focused more on the left, so with the shades there and everything. Alright, this should prove interesting. Right, let's see what they do. Let's concentrate over here first of all. We've got the shades. We're hoping that they send these flyers in early. If they do, we should be able to take them down without too much trouble. We probably want to fire at their ranged units. I don't know if this one's going to be able to fire at anything. No, it's not. Okay. Alright, can we get these? Oh, look at that. They just knocked off half of our units. Wow. Okay. Well, okay, our shades are finally deciding to shoot. Taking their sweet time. Alright, so longbow riders are really good at knocking things off of walls. Must remember that for when I play as Cathay. We did a bit of cheating there because they flew through the scenery to knock me off those walls. Alright. So we've lost a unit, but they've lost a unit too because those riders are now combat ineffective. Do we still have the tower going? We do indeed. That's good. Let's change the focus of that tower now to the other ranged unit. I don't think I want to put any shades up on the wall there. Just have these guys firing there. Oh, we do have Dark Conduit. Oh, that's the one that attaches to somebody in an army ability. Can we fire this out here? We can indeed. Let's go for on their ranged. We want to deal with their range as much as possible. Okay. Let's have a look at how the battle goes in other areas. Okay, so they're moving in here. I didn't think that they would take them that long. I thought they would have been halfway up the thing by now. Okay. Interesting. We have to change the focus if they're going to be bringing things in there. At least we've got a tower firing there. That's good.
Exquisite.
Hello, Fox. How are you going? Alright, so we are fighting on the walls. I was idiotic and forgot to pull these guys off. Yeah, stupidity.
We are ready.
Stupidity is my name. Let's pull them back. Let's pull these guys back. I was so focused with dealing with what was coming from the other direction that I completely forgot to check out them. Alright, let's quickly get back over here. Alright, so we got the shades doing their job quite nicely. Do you want to get the guys up on here, please? Excellent. Excellent, excellent. The tower on them is good. Alright. We want to keep him there because we want him up on the tower. We don't want to move them across yet. Hang on, are they coming up ladders? They are indeed. Let's get down off here. We're about to lose this spot, so quickly get down, my boys. Alright, I think we're okay for the moment there. Let's get over here. Alright, we did not manage to get our archers out of there. Our archers both perished. But at least we have
Bleak swords.
the bleak swords here. And we're doing damage to their units with the towers that we put up. Alright, nobody's in the middle yet. They're not too far away though, so we're going to have to start fighting over that very soon. I think it might be time to, maybe after one volley here, pull the shades back. Yeah, they're going to have to pull them back. They're vulnerable where they are. Come on, pull back, and then fire.
No mercy.
And then you can fire on these.
No survivors. Dark shards.
If you're firing on them, we should be able to take this down pretty quickly. So if we can deal with what's here, then we're going to have additional troops who can help out on the other walls.
Suffering for all.
Alright, one quick volley here, and then these guys are moving in. Come on, guys. Alright, now time for you to come back into the main settlement. I'm going to need you over here. Let's bring you in from this direction. Alright, so the battle at the middle now is starting. So we've got our lord against their lord. We know this is kind of in their favour. Alright, she has no spells. Okay, she's not going to prove too useful then.
I am ready.
Oh my god, she's getting annihilated by him. He's changed into a dragon. Let's, come on, shoot him. He is the threat at the moment.
To destruction.
Alright, so our swords are doing okay there. They're holding them off a bit.
Bleak swords.
Okay. We're going to need these shades over here as quickly as possible. They're running. They're as fast as the little legs will carry them, but I don't know if it's enough. Alright, we're going to charge into the back of them, and then we're going to change our focus and charge into these guys. And directly through. So we can then hopefully come behind them.
Death is coming.
It's interesting, they seem to be catching up with us, but I don't know how they can manage to do that. They are on foot and we are not. Alright, we've got some shades coming in. So let's deal with the guys in the front here, first of all. And let's actually use this too. Everything at our disposal, please. Oh, good. You can come back. If you can change your focus to him. And then if we can get you guys to concentrate on jamming, if we can break him, it's going to help us out a great deal. We have a tower firing somewhere.
Dealers in death, as you say.
Alright, we've still got our Lord. Our Lord is alive. That's good. Sorceress is still in there, which I'm kind of surprised at.
Shades.
Come on, Shades. This is what you're built for. You're built for killing dragons. We want to get these guys out of there. They're not performing as well as they should be. They should have been able to win that charge. Alright. Alright. Yeah, he's moved out of range.
With pleasure.
Come on. I just want him dead. If you can kill him, I'm very happy. Alright, we've got so many bunched up here. It's not funny.
Merciless warriors. Shades. Murder awaits. Nagarothi. It is done.
Alright, come on. We've got him surrounded now. Take him out.
Cold-blooded killers.
Death hag. Death
Let's get the Death Hag in that fight. I'm needing somebody to shoot him. Alright, how are we going over here? Did we end up losing this? I think we did. We lost that battle. Alright. We lost that battle. We've got our forces retreating. We've got forces retreating all over the place. How are our cavalry going? Our cavalry have performed quite poorly against these Iron Hail Gunners, considering that these are heavy cavalry. These are shock cavalry. Now they're running away. They're shock cavalry that should have annihilated those Hail Gunners. Alright, come on, Shades. Do your job. Did we leave you too long on the other side, I fear? Right, just going to get you there. Oh no, you don't want to go hand to hand with a dragon. Just go hand to hand with their normal guys. Oh, I think we're going to have to pull these Shades back. Any Shades that have got ammo. And don't have a clear shot on the dragon.
No survivors. Shades, kill them.
Alright, let's chase them down. Alright, we are getting some shots off on that dragon. That's good. Pull these Shades back. In fact, let's get them all the way up here. Hello, Fox. Yep, please don't step on me. Alright, so we've got a tower that's able to fire on these Hail Gunners. We want to get them as quick as we can. Indeed, let's get try to select that unit. There we go. Oh good, we've got two towers firing at them. If we can get them so they get the opportunity to fire at us. Alright. Pulling them back. These shades are in combat, hand to hand. We're getting Jiaming down. He's shaken.
Shades! By your command!
He's not enjoying this, that's for sure.
Battle ready!
He wasn't expecting this when he came into our settlement.
Cold-blooded killers!
Yeah, you are cold-blooded killers. You're chasing down that guy. That's nice. Alright. You get these guys in range to kill Jiaming. Do you shades have any ammo? You do. But you're not in the mood to fight at the moment, okay? Alright, let's put this on our units. Hopefully it's gonna hurt them. No, it didn't. Okay.
The merciless host!
Yeah, if you can keep him engaged in combat, maybe our tower can do a job on him. Oh, 2 towers firing from here. Even better. I think we might be able to kill Jiaming, the Iron Dragon.
Withdraw! We are ready! Attack!
Alright, I think we want you to kill those Iron Hail Gunners. Alright, so it tells us we're losing this by a long shot. And we might actually lose to...
Shades! To destruction!
Damn it, we lost 2 casualties taken. I was hoping we'd be able to hold that a bit longer. I think really with... when you're defending a settlement, especially a fully a walled settlement, the casualties thing should not kick in. It should be a to the death. They have to take every point and hold them, or wipe out your army entirely. The fact that you can still lose the battle when you've got troops there who are willing to fight, I think is a bit of a I can't really call it a bug, but I would call it a bad feature. So we suffer a valiant defeat. I think we could have, if the casualties thing hadn't kicked in, I think we could have maybe, with the aid of our towers, won that. We almost had Jiaming. Those 2 towers were going to kill him within the next 10-15 seconds. And I think we could have, if not maybe won it, then we could have destroyed a good portion of what they've got left. But unfortunately, we've lost that battle and probably lost the settlement, I would imagine. Oh, and we're being attacked at Shilong. We don't have anything of note there to defend that place, so we'll just auto-resolve that one. And I expect we'll lose that too. Okay, so the western provinces have come in and attacked us in 2 important settlements, and now we're suffering at the hands of many different Cathayan factions. The 2 biggest ones, the western and the northern provinces, the most. If we can get a victory against Miaoying, then there will be some small consolation, I suppose, as we try to consolidate our original holdings in the north before once again venturing south. Alright, so Jadzia was killed in battle, Galroth was also killed in battle, and the settlement was only sacked Shanxi. Shilong was lost. Okay, I am surprised, I shall admit, that they did not take Shaanxi completely.
My will does not bend.
Oh, they have another army back there already. Okay. Alright, so I don't think I shall repair Jiangxi. I'm going to leave it for the moment. I mean, they're raiding us for money, but we're actually now earning a little bit more income than I thought we would be. Let's see if we can find where Miaoying went. I mean, she could have buggered off anywhere. Who's
The
this?
sea gives comfort in the heat.
No. See, I wanted to get her. And where's now we might fire. We might be facing the problem that we can't move Lokhir because we have no idea where Miao Ying is. Alright, we should be relatively safe moving here. Our assassin has walked this path. Miao Ying ain't there. If she was, we would see her, because that's what characters are meant to do. They're meant to reveal ambushing armies. So if she is there and we get caught in an ambush when we've walked back and forth there, I will be pissed.
Do not order me.
Okay, we were not ambushed. That's something. Alright, let's move Admiral Miles back up here. I don't know where that other fleet of theirs went. I mean, did they just disband it? Maybe, I don't know. Alright, Admiral Tiberius is coming back up as well. Maybe if we had not abandoned this and Admiral Tiberius was there, the extra damage done by the bombardments might have pushed us over the edge in that battle. However, of course, they had the second army there, so they're always going to take that settlement. Alright, where is Miao Ying? I don't know. I'd love to know. And we will find out, but not in this episode, because we're now out of time. That battle took a little while longer than I thought it would. So I'd like to thank you, as always, for spending your precious time watching these videos. I do appreciate it. And I would like to thank my patrons, Hot Apple Pie and Solareth Magnetar, for the continued support. If you'd like to check out some lore videos that are appearing on the channel, then please do so. There's a great deal coming to the channel, some varied stuff. I think you might enjoy it. But for now, I'm going to sign off, and thank you once more for joining me.